Walker, or 187, as J.C. Ice wanted to say. We told you a little bit earlier that we had a brand new matchmaker for the USWA, and it's our opportunity. Oh, by the way, let me do this before we call. No, come on out here, James. We want to get you out here. Here's a guy we want to introduce to you, James Beard, who is the brand new official matchmaker for the USWA. Come on in here and let's get the line. I'm going to let you slip on this side. We're going to get to you in just a moment, but I wanted to do this. I wanted to show the folks, James, the new insignia for the USWA. We're proud of our new matchmaker. We're proud of also, are you ready for this? Here we go. Take a look at it. There is the brand new USWA. We'll get a shot here that you can really appreciate. There it is, USWA Championship Wrestling, and it is a beautiful piece indeed. All right, James Beard, the new matchmaker. What is a matchmaker?
Well, Lance, it's a little bit more than that simple term. It has to do with finding new talent for the USWA and developing it to some extent, and also to find some of the more experienced wrestlers out there, young and experienced. It's going to be an exciting thing for me to do. I've been all around the world. I've seen a lot of people, been involved with a lot of organizations, and I'm really excited about being here in the USWA.
Let me ask you, if you would, give us just a little quick, brief thumbnail about your background in wrestling. What's your experience with it?
Well, my initial background is basically as a referee. I started out there. My training was in Japan. I worked several years there in Japan, and so my background started there. I worked in Texas for a long time as a referee, and then I got involved in other aspects of the business, both behind the scenes and in the ring. So it's a pretty diverse background, really.
Well, talking about behind the scenes, the actual fact of the matter is, James, you've been here about a month, really, behind the scenes. We haven't announced this, and we've seen some of the great action that's taken place. What I'm interested in finding out, is there anything that you've seen so far that you want to make some changes or some comments about it?
I think the fans are going to see a lot of changes in the USWA in the next coming month or so. I think they're already beginning to see some changes. We're bringing in some new talent. It's going to be more athletic competition. We're going to stress that. I think that's what the fans want to see, and that's what we're going to give them. There are some issues that we do need to address. One of them, by the way, and I'd like for this to be a positive thing, but one thing that I really regret having to do on my first appearance here is to talk about a situation that we have, and that has to do with Billy Joe Travis.
Well, yeah, we asked at the very front end of it, whatever happened to Billy Joe Travis?
Well, our first obligation, Lance, is going to be and will be from now on to the fans. Mm-hmm. The fans deserve the very best in talent. They deserve the very best from our organization.
I agree with that.
And they're going to get that. They're going to see a brand new look from the USWA, and they're also going to see a new attitude. And one of the things that they're going to see is when we have an event in a town, our wrestlers are going to be there. They're either going to be there or they're not going to work for the USWA. Mm-hmm. And Billy Joe in particular, and I'm going to address this directly because I believe the fans deserve this. Billy Joe in particular has not fulfilled his obligations to the USWA. In Nashville in particular, Louisville, I know that he didn't make an event that he was booked on. He had some problems here before he had to defend his belt. And
yeah, you lost the belt. Had it ordered right here,
exactly,
right?
That's right. He lost the belt, and after that, we thought maybe that would wake him up. Maybe having to do that would wake him up. Well, it didn't wake him up. He did make a couple of our events, and my announcement today is that Billy Joe Travis is suspended indefinitely.
Well, it's not like he didn't ask for it. I hate to say that, but it's the truth, and I'm glad to see that you're going to put some teeth into
this. This is going to go through the organization. This is one thing that we're going to do. We are going to deliver what we promise. And if our performer, our wrestlers aren't going to be there, then they're not going to work for the USWA. So if we have an event and they're scheduled, they're going to be there. And we want to promise our fans that.
I want to tell you one thing we promised them. There's a lot of action here today. James, we appreciate you coming out. Good luck to you. It's not an easy job. No, I'm looking forward to having you right here. We're going to come back in just a moment with more great action. The title match is coming up.
Thanks, Buck.